This is an open letter to Nintendo as a whole. Dear Nintendo, my name is Daniel Weiner, otherwise known as YouTube user JetSeekers. It has come to my attention that you, as a company, actively prohibit people from showing the Wii U in their videos. If someone uploads a video of the Wii U, it is taken down immediately. It is not even allowed to go through the pipeline to even just let a few people see it. As soon as it hits the render queue in YouTube, it is immediately shut down and does not reach the public at all. Now, I'm not here to condemn you for your business practices. In fact, I kind of understand where they come from. I do know of your origins from back during the video game crash of 1982 and 83. And during that time, the Atari 2600, which I do not have to show, but I could, because it's not Nintendo. The Atari 2600 had absolutely no regulation on what could be published. So therefore, anyone with the powerful enough computer, say at the time maybe $1,000, could just sit down, have a pile of blank cartridges, and start coding out really bad games, and then send them off to somewhere to be printed and sold, possibly even for a company that has nothing to do with video games, such as Purina or Snark or, dare I say, Hosties. But when you came along and introduced the revolutionary, the brilliant Nintendo Entertainment System, I had to blur it out so that this message would actually reach you before your computers just automatically flag this as breaking copyright and just remove it. The grand Nintendo Entertainment System, the grandfather of modern video games, with such great titles as and but one thing you had was the Nintendo seal of quality, meaning that this game was officially endorsed by you, even if it was made from a third-party company such as Taito or LJN or Majesco, meaning that you officially allow it to be on your console and it meets your requirements to be on your console. This, I do understand, this was in an attempt to keep the market from getting saturated and allowing, people to actually want to play your games. I'll put this down. Which, in 1982 and 83, even through 89, was brilliant. And every other video game company after that took it up, starting with Sega, which I don't have within reach, but, here, I don't have a Sega console, but I have a Sega game, which I have to black out because it's on your console. Yeah. They too had their seal of quality, and ever since then, before every console starts, it has, the logo or something. Even on the box, it has the console name on it to know that you're playing an official endorsed product. And this, worked quite well when the people who were trying to capitalize on it were money-grubbing billionaires just trying to make a quick buck. However, in 1996, the year of my birth, the internet was launched to the public, a means for people to communicate across vast distances, across oceans, across continents, where someone could sit down in their office in New York and go and be in a business conference with someone from Russia, Britain, France, and China, and Japan, all at the exact same time. And with this came the new sharing of ideas, and eventually video internet, like what this is posted to right now. And so, of course, you had to adapt, meaning that no one, and of course, the official rules of copyright also adapted, meaning that no one can just take something and upload it onto the internet and say, oh, it is mine, I worked on it. I could not just take this great book, Frankenstein by Mary Shelley, and scan the pages and upload it to the internet, and replace Mary Shelley with my name and say that it is mine. I can't do that because it is protected. Hopefully, Mary Shelley's descendants own the rights to this, so that they may see that it is not stolen and is recognized for who it should be recognized, so that in 100 years people won't think, "Oh, Frankenstein, written by the great author Daniel Weiner. What else did he write? Oh, he also wrote Moby Dick. Oh, he also wrote Harry Potter," because it's on the internet, so it must be true. See, copyright works kind of. However, what you have done is made it so that anyone even showing, the corner of your thing, obviously, even if they put it in their credits because they're showing it online, they must be trying to steal and capitalize on it and claim it as their own, and, piratize it. There have been entire, attempted acts based on it. SOPA and PIPA, which I know SOPA stands for the Stop Online Piracy Act, and PIPA, the Prevent Internet Piracy Act or agreement. And there was another which, again, I don't even know because it didn't even work. None of those worked, because if you automatically flag anything that's showing, anything trademarked, like my, Blue Angels jet, because I must be, calling myself the Blue Angels. No, not just one of the Blue Angels, which again I can't, but the Blue Angel that owns everything. It's just stupid. So, of course, so now I can't even show older consoles like the GameCube or anything else, or tell all the nice internet users, like, okay, here comes this kind of the second half. Of course, part of the reason, again, going back to 1982, no one knew how games were good. The only thing you had was the word of mouth and the occasional magazine article, which usually was stilted towards making it sound good. Because, if they just say it's bad, they're not going to make any money, are they? So they would word it to sound good, even if the game was utter crap. Like, E.T., which I can't say. However, in this modern day, on the internet, your opinion may be expressed freely without some editor coming along and saying, "Oh, you know what? This review you have written of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, the game for the Sega Master System, I don't like it. You say some rather negative things. We are a positive company. Here, rewrite this so that it is positive, because we are a positive company." Yeah, see, on the internet, you don't have to answer to a boss who makes you do that. You can just do things like this, like standing in your bedroom in front of and just film yourself with your opinion and post it online. So, but because you are... So, I'm not going to condemn you or say that you are suddenly the worst company, worse than EA or whatever. No, you were still fine, Nintendo. You make good games, like, again, blur it out so you don't have to see it, like, and you also release such good games as and probably my favorite. Yeah, I muted that so that, you won't take down this video at all. But I must ask you, Nintendo, why are you trying to have such a strangle grip on your products? Is it out of fear that someone's going to say something bad about it? Is it just a grasping onto an older policy because, it's what you're comfortable with? Nintendo, please. I would really like an answer, and I think the rest of us would like an answer, because this is really starting to infuriate a lot of internet reviewers who have dedicated their lives to telling us about things with an honest opinion, or their opinion at least, so that we can get an idea of what something is like, and therefore make a better judgment in, purchasing something. Whereas with you, apparently, it can only come from you. Therefore, again, I ask you, Nintendo, Why do you do this? We like you. We want to be able to talk about your stuff. We want to, have conversations online, in chat rooms, in YouTube comment sections, via video responses, links to videos we made, response and stuff, so that we can, talk about it, share ideas. And yes, you know what? If you're doing this because you're afraid of the trolls, you know what? There are trolls. I've been trolled on the internet, and I don't barely have 10 subscriptions, 10 people who have subscribed to me, subscribers, and I'm gonna get trolled for that. And I handled it like a jerk. And afterwards, I just stepped back and said, "Is this really worth it? To dedicate so much time to someone who just left 26 or so characters, no, more like 50 to 100 or so characters, detailing their feelings towards my video, or not even just trying to be annoying like a little brother." So Nintendo, please, I would like an answer in some form, whether it is an email. I am a Club Nintendo member. I mean, look, I even own a. So, Nintendo, please, I would like an answer. Just tell us why you're doing this as straight as possible, and with as few, and I don't want to be as short as a tweet, but nothing, no filibusters when you're responding, please. I just want to know why do you do this? Because honestly, my favorite console of this new generation, the only console I think that's actually worth is the. So please, Nintendo, buddy, you've made great stuff. Just tell us, the entire internet, or even just me, just send me a personal message through Club Nintendo or something. I mean, username's just my name, so please, Nintendo, why? Sincerely yours, YouTube user Jet Seekers, otherwise known as Daniel Weiner.